Hey guys, hello my Kitain army. I hope that you all are doing fantastic and amazing. I welcome you all to this session in which I'm going to tell you some hacks to score 100% in NTSE. And yes, one more thing, if you people are preparing for your term 1 exam, and then also these hacks would be beneficial for you. Okay, so you can attend the session. The session is going to be very short and precise so that we can save our time as well as we can learn so many things that can help us in the final exam. Okay, so let's get started without wasting any time. If in case you people haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then you need to do it, because you know that all the important update information, the sessions, the mentee wars and the mentee quiz, and soon we are able to reach 100k subscribers. So all that information, mega surprises, you will get notified if in case you subscribe to the channel. Okay, so chalo आगे चलते हैं. I'm your chemistry master teacher Shilpi Kaushik here at Vedantu. So starting with a positive note, because you all are my Kitain army and we need to spread positivity around us, not the COVID one, the vibes, right? So, yeah, there we go. Success is a vehicle which moves on a wheel known as hard work. Exactly. So, there are a lot of quotes out there. People say that work smarter, not harder. So, that is not the case. Yeah, you need smartness, but nothing can replace hard work. है ना? So, all the people who have achieved success now, what do you think, that they just got it overnight? No, definitely they continuously worked hard for it. They also went through that struggling wala phase, and now when we see them living a successful life, then people don't go back and see how hard their life was, once upon a time. The same I would like to tell you, that no matter what in life, you always have to keep on working hard, and that hard work will only be successful if we have enough self confidence. That is true. If you're not trusting yourself, then you're not going to achieve the things, definitely. So we need to be optimistic about our own self. So don't ever say that I cannot clear NTSE, I cannot clear this exam. Definitely you can do that, and you will show that you don't have to say I can do that. I will do that. I'm going to do that. Yes. And one day it will be like, I have done it. So we need self confidence plus hard work. Starting with the very first step for the exam that you're preparing. NTSE is a competitive exam. Yes, this is the journey. This is the very first competitive exam so that you're going to appear in. It might be a possibility that you are appearing in a competition for the first time. So these are some points that can help you. The first thing is to focus on the formula, especially in subjects like physics you are having, where you see a lot of formulas. So you need to pay attention there. If you are just well practiced with the formula, then when you see a question in the exam, that formula will directly hit your mind. Arey, focal length we have to calculate, you will directly put the formula and solve it. Let's say we are talking about pH scale in chemistry. So if you are provided with hydronium ion concentration of a solution, you are asked about the pH, you can solve it within seconds provided you remember the formula. Yes, so you need to remember the formulas. You can make a separate list. Just take a sheet of paper, उस पर write down all the formulas. Then don't cram it. Okay, I've seen a lot of students, they just write formulas on a sheet of paper, they paste it on a wall and they start cramming it. This is not something I'm talking about. You just have to make a list of formulas on a sheet of paper. Now based on those formulas you have to solve lots of questions. ठीक है, बहुत सारे questions आपको solve करने हैं, so that you will end up learning the formulas yourself. You're not cramming the formula, just you've written a formula, you are using it and you're solving the questions. So the more questions you're going to solve, the more comfortable, the more used to you will get to the formula, and eventually you will end up learning them, you will end up memorizing them. So that is what we want. So you have to do a lot of practice of those type of numericals in questions so that you get used to it. And yeah, that there we say focus on the formula, because in NTSE direct formula based questions are asked a lot number of time. So if you don't remember that, you're gonna waste your time, plus you might not get the right answer, है ना. Second thing, remember the special or exceptional cases. Now, how can we just forget exceptional cases, especially in science? Science starts with the exceptions only, and chemistry mein you have so many exceptions. So, jahan par bhi we have exceptions, that automatically becomes important. Just if I talk about your term 1 syllabus also, that will be used in NTSE. So, you have a concept, chota sa, the reaction of metal with the acids. है ना, and the type of acid that you are having, let's say we are talking about dilute nitric acid, and you have seen that most of the metals with dilute nitric acid do not release hydrogen, because nitric acid is a very good oxidizing agent, so you instead get water. Hydrogen is oxidized to water, है ना. But there are exceptions. Which two metals, tell me in the chat box, which two metals can react with very dilute solution of nitric acid and still liberate hydrogen? Manganese and magnesium. So you might get these two options in a question like that, you know. So one different element. So exceptional cases are very much important. High chances of question appearing from there, be it any subject. I've just taken one example, okay. Third point is to solve the previous year question paper. So guys, doesn't matter you are preparing for NTSE, especially even for term 1, for any other competitive exam that you are preparing, in fact for ICSE students, if you are appearing in an exam, you're going to appear in an exam, you should be aware about the, you know, past year papers. Because why is it important? Why is it important to solve the previous year paper? So that you can understand the perspective of examiner. When we solve previous year question, we get the idea about the mindset of examiner, that what kind of question the examiner gives each and every year. Okay, so kind of you can say you will get to know the favorite topics of the examiner. Like if you analyze, you can see that every year one question comes from mole concept, that is sure. You know, when you see that every year one PH scale, say a frequently question comes, so that is the analysis you are doing. So previous year question paper is going to give me the analysis of the most important topics and the less important ones. That is the whole agenda. And sometimes the questions are also repetitive, the same kind of question you will get to see. Okay, like which non-metal is most abundant in the entire earth's crust, which metal is most abundant, etc. Such type of questions are often repeated. So observe the question pattern and be ready for similar questions. That is one hack. The fourth one is to mimic the exam atmosphere. Now this is something that almost 60% of the students don't do, and they miss it. That is to sit, I have heard a lot of cases jahan par students keep on coming to me and they tell me that, ma'am, when I solve a question at home, I'm able to do it. But when I get the same question in exam, I'm not able to solve it. I know everything, but I'm not able to solve the questions in exam. Does it happen with you also? If no, that's very good. If yes, then I'll tell you why does it happen. Because when you're solving a particular question at your home, then you don't keep a note of the time that you're taking. You don't keep a time tracker, sort of, you can say. You're not tracking that ki how long you are taking to solve a particular question. You just do it like practicing it, ऐसे ही कर रहे हो कि fun. And when you get the same question in exam में there is a different kind of environment over there. You have a limited time period, let's say 90 minutes में one question that you get is that. So that easy question also comes with certain kind of pressure. So that pressure, how do we deal with that? How do we handle that pressure? So that will come if you mimic the exam atmosphere. Just sit in an ideal room, on your table and chair. Just take a mock paper, a previous paper of the last year, keep an alarm clock with you, set the timer, and just stay calm. Like sit in a very calm atmosphere so that you get that examination center wala feeling, and then solve those questions just in the same way, imagining as if you are sitting in the exam right now. So that is like solving the mock paper, sample papers is gonna help you. So solve the questions in the fixed time period. Practice it जैसे घर पे you are writing the exam, okay, and you see really you will feel changes. So if you have that problem, You gotta do that. Okay. NTSE sample papers. Yes, so NTSE again a competitive exam. Very few seats are there, and we have to grab one seat out of it, but still enough for a hard working student. Okay, so if you all are gonna work harder, you commit to yourself that I'm gonna crack this exam, then believe me, no one can stop you from doing that. Okay, just we need to keep on working hard, and along with that, we need to believe ourselves. Mock test will help you to be exam ready. Exactly. Mock papers we will be conducting on the hair channel itself also, so don't worry. Okay. Otherwise, if you're solving some book reference book you've taken, so some a question bank you've taken, you will get mock papers there. So solve those mock papers, just sit with that clock. That is important, so that you are getting the feeling ki ha, this is the exam atmosphere. So all these points are going to help you to crack the NTSE exam, and don't miss on this. So if you keep on doing it, you will see a change. And if you guys are just very much passionate about it, you're like, ma'am, NTSE karna hi hai, I want to do it, I'm passionate, it was my dream since childhood that I wanted to be an NTSE scholar, then you need some kind of help, so that you have to reach from point number A to B. So there's a way that you're going to going to take a very curvy path and then reach B. But एक तरीका हो सकता है that you're directly going there, and that is with us, Vedantu. So Vedantu has launched NTSE subscription crash course. So pehle bhi it was started, but still the enrollments are open. Okay, so it's a fully fledged crash course for those students who are actually interested to be an NTSE scholar, and they are committed to work hard with us. Okay, so why we are so confident about the crash course? Because last year also we started it and we got more than 139 selections from one online institute. That is like, just maximum among the, you can say, majority of the online or offline institutes. Okay, highest selection from any institute, it's written over there already. So how many subjects are we offering in this NTSE subscription? Mathematics is there, physics, chemistry, biology, math, and you are also getting social studies. All the subjects are covered. Okay, so there would be lots of practice that would be given to you. You would be told about the direct ways how you can solve the questions, the most often asked questions, the expected questions, and whatnot, the entire theoretical as well as the kind of numerical practical approach, everything would be told. 60 plus hours of live classes on the entire syllabus, stage 1 and stage 2, by the NTSE experts. Okay, so both the stages are covered. It's not that you need to pay separately for stage 2. 50 plus chapter wise and 14 plus mock test would be there to make you test ready. Okay, that is amazing. That's like a lot. That's a lot. 50 plus chapter wise and 14 plus mock test. So one mock test will be exactly giving you the feeling of the real NTSE exam that you're going to appear in. So your confidence is gonna get a very huge boost. Okay, that you can believe. Classes taught would be live, and these live classes would also be recorded, so that you can attend them anywhere, okay, any point. And what about the doubts, ma'am? When I'm taking the subscription, I'm going through it, I get a doubt, how do I solve it? So yeah, that is what we are giving you solution, that you can ask the unlimited doubts during the classes, because we have a team of class teachers and they help you during the live class queries. And even after the class, pad rahe ho, let's say 11 a.m. in the morning, you get some doubt, you can get it resolved on Vedantu's ka app also, that you get here in the subscription. Okay, and in-depth analysis of previous year papers would be done for you. That is something urgently that we need. And all the study material you would be getting, the important formula charts, the class recording, you don't need to take stress for anything. Okay, so the new batches for your NTSE crash course is starting from 11th of October. Now note that it has started already 11th of October. So you can take enrollment in this batch जितने भी classes हुए हैं, you will get the recording of all the classes, or in fact you can take the enrollment in the upcoming batch. So that is for you how you want to do it, but go for it if you are seriously passionate about it, है ना? So if you are taking NTSE crash course, then basics would also be covered. If you are going for a crash course, then basics would be cleared, of course, है ना? So because here we are preparing for some higher level. For extra 10% discount, you can use Shilpi Mam's code, that is SKA Pro. So how to take the enrollment in the crash course? There would be a link that is given in description box of the video. You have to tap on there. NTSC के लिए NTSC crash course class 10th, then that will take you to the page directly, and you can take a note of the code if in case you want the discount. Okay, so that is all for today's session, guys. Thank you so much for attending the class. I hope that all these points are going to help you. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Ma'am will see you next time, and take care. Bye bye.